How you going, RPG fans? This is my first pickup video in a long time. Just very quickly, I just want to mention from now on, I'm no longer going to do pickup videos monthly. I'm going to do it per season. So this is going to cover the first half of 2012. Okay, first up, I got to splurge a bit at the start of the year, and the first thing that I got was a 3DS. I really like the 3DS. I think it has a lot of potential. I mean, I'm not big on 3D, but the fact it's a portable GameCube makes me happy because the GameCube is one of my favorite all-time consoles from Nintendo. So I'm hoping to see a lot of GameCube quality RPGs on the little device. I actually don't have many RPGs, but I do have one, and it's probably one of the rarest games on the system, of course. That is Tales of the Abyss. I'm 15 hours into it. I enjoyed a lot more than Fantasia, I can tell you that now. I can't wait to get back into it at a later stage. Next up, I wouldn't really call this a fully fledged RPG, even though it kind of comes from a series that has slight RPG ties. It's probably made by, of course, one of the greatest RPG developing studios of all time, Square Enix. And it's been out for a while now, and I've never been like too excited to get it. I didn't think it was worth paying full price for, but it went half price, and I thought now's the best time to pick it up. And of course, that is The Third Birthday. To tell you the truth, RPG fans, I haven't even put it in yet. I just don't have the time for it yet. Maybe in the future. The game looks alright. I'm just not in the mood right now to play a game like The Third Birthday. I mean, it looks really cool. Just don't have time for it. Maybe I should just give it an hour or so, in the next couple of weeks, just to, sink my teeth into it a little bit. Next up was a very strange find indeed. This game was way off my radar, and it kind of hit me by surprise when I was at EB Games and I searched through all their secondhand DS games. Now, I looked through it thoroughly because it's just one of those days I was very thorough looking through all the DS games. And suddenly, a very cheap, dirt cheap game stood out beyond the pack. And it's actually a game by Mistwalker, and that is Away Shuffle Dungeon. This game is very original. At first glance, it looks like a action RPG Zelda-esque top-down view dungeon crawling game. But you will soon learn very quickly that it has a spin on it, where the game takes place on two screens when you go into the dungeons, and they shuffle like a kind of like a slot machine kind of thing. And what happens is when one screen shuffles, you're supposed to get the hell out of dodge, otherwise you take damage. And it may sound simple, but let me tell you, it gets really challenging later on in the later dungeons. And if you're not sure on what I'm talking about, go check some gameplay footage on Away Shuffle Dungeon. You'll be very surprised at how the game plays. I still have not finished it yet. I can't wait to get back and complete this game because it's definitely one of the more original action RPGs I've played in a very long time. Okay, the next two games should not come as a surprise at all because I've been looking forward to both these games for a while now. And of course, if you're catching up with RP Gibberish, Arrow and I and Muruguru are currently talking about these games, and will be in the future episodes of RP Gibberish. And of course, The Last Story and Pandora's Tower, both special editions from the UK, absolutely gorgeous. And I don't really want to talk about them too much now. I might save a video in the future, but for now, just keep your eyes and ears open around the RP Gibberish channel, and you'll be able to listen in right now on the Xenoblade episode, which was a really fun episode. And of course, we've got The Last Story and Pandora's Tower to follow. Okay, for my next game, I recently just talked about the next installment in this series, and of course the game that I bought is Yakuza Dead Souls. I know that's a pretty shit zombie impression, but anyway, I really like these slipcover limited editions. I really like the tin that Sega produces. They're really cool. I mean, I liked the Yakuza 4 one, which actually had two versions. There's the black one and the white one. And I really like this one. So look really nicely. As for the game, I like it. However, I don't like it as much as the other games. I'm very much a Yakuza purist. And while it's fun that they're shooting zombies in Kamurocho, I'd pick the normal games over this any day, and that's just being honest. I mean, I heard the game gets really good when you start to take control of Majima. Haven't gotten to that point yet, so I'll probably save any more criticisms until I get up to that point and to the rest of the game. But just need to find time to get back into this. The next game came as a gigantic shock. I've been searching for this game for a very, very long time, and it's one of the earliest RPGs on the PS2, and of course it's by my favorite company of all time, Konami, and of course that is Ephemeral Fantasia. Now I heard this might be more easy to get in the US, but it's insanely hard to get a power copy. So I walked into my local game traders and it was just sitting there for a really good price. So I walked out with it, no questions asked. I've been searching for this for nearly a decade, so it's really good that I finally got my hands on it, because I always thought that this would be the hardest RPG of my PS2 collection to get, and I'm really, really fortunate that that's not the case, that I finally got it, and it's such a good feeling. I've already played a bit of it in months and months ago, and I don't think it's a bad game. I know critics and other gamers trash the hell out of it, but I don't think it's as bad as they make it out to be. It does have a music rhythm game. If you know me, I loathe those games with a passion, so wasn't too fond of that part, but the rest, it's alright, so I'll definitely find time to get way into Ephemeral Fantasia. Okay, for these next two games, I just got them at the EB mid-year sale. What's really bizarre about this is I did a video around the exact same time last year where I got two games from the EB Games mid-year sale, and both of them were from Gust. Well, one of them was for Gust and the other one had Gust related content in it, and I have to say, deja vu all over again, because the same thing happened. First game I got for half price, Atelier Tutori. It was just crazy because I saw this there and I've been wanting to get Atelier Tutori for a while now, and I saw it half price. I thought, why not? Absolute steal. But the other game I got, and it is the sequel to the game that I got last year around the same time, and that is Hyper Dimension Neptunia Mark II. I'm going to be honest, I did not like Hyper Dimension Neptunia at all. So why would I get this? Simply because I'm a passionate Falcon fan, because there is a character named Falcon-chan, and for that alone it was worth paying anything, because you know me, I love my Falcon games and I want one day to have as many Falcon games to play as possible and review and just obsess over. So this will half and half go to my Falcon collection. I can't wait to, I think she's a downloadable character if memory serves me right, so definitely got to download her and play this. I really wanted to beat the first game, but I really didn't like the battle system. But I heard the battle system is much better in Mark II, so I can't wait to give this one a go. Last but not least, I did a trade recently with my good friend on YouTube, Forestlock, and the package he sent me came in the mail today, and I just want to take the time to thank him. Thank you so much, Forrest. These games came in really good condition. The third item may have had some wear and tear, but I'll talk to you about that at a later stage. But if you're wondering what he got me, first up, this is a game that everyone was wondering if I had it or not, and I can easily say now I do. And a lot of people have claimed this to be, one of the best RPGs ever made. It's easily their favorite game of 2012, and that is Tales of Grace's F. Now, as I said before, not a huge Tales fan, but I'm really looking forward to playing Grace's F. There's just something about it that draws me to it more than any of the other Tales games. Probably on par with Vesperia, because from the time that I played with Vesperia, I really like Vesperia. So I'm really looking forward to playing Grace's F at a later stage, probably very, very soon. The second game he got me, and it just, every time I look at it, it makes me laugh because this was easily voted one of the worst games ever made by Sega, and that is Virtua Quest. This never got released in the PAL regions, only in Japan and the USA. And I don't know why. No, I actually, when I saw this at one of the earlier E3s, like way back in the past, I was kind of interested, Sega, action RPG, you thought it would be a match made in heaven, but a lot of people will say otherwise, so I can't wait to get an American PS2 and at least give this a go, see if everyone's exaggerating or what they say is true. So the last thing that he sent me, and I gotta say this is just absolutely awesome of him to give me this, because as you know, RPG fans, I love so many RPGs, but one stands above everything else, and of course that is the Suikoden series. That is still um, where my most love lies, and I'm very got a fond place for my Suikoden collection, and he just gave me another piece for it. And this is a limited edition item that was a pre-order bonus at GameStop, so you can only get this in America. And it's very awesome that he gave this to me, and that is the Art of Suikoden 5. And what it is, it comes with an art book and a limited edition soundtrack. Very, 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 very cool indeed. Just gotta say again, man, thank you so much. This will be well loved here with the other Suikoden games. So, again, thank you, Forestlock. And guys, if you want to see the games that I gave him, there's a link to the video right here. And while you're there, definitely subscribe. He's got some awesome videos. Definitely check them out. So, that's it for now. Like I said, it'll be another 3 months before I do my next pickup video. But let me tell you this now. Stay tuned, because I will say this now. By the time this video is up, or you'll be watching it, is a game that I've been waiting for all year will be on Steam. And look forward to more details in the next video.